Hello everybody and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events sponsored by Red River Dodge. Haven't done a blog video in a while. We've got plenty of weather this weekend to talk about. It's June, the middle of June, and it has been at or a little bit below average lately with temperatures, but we are going to get a sweltering day ahead of us coming up on Saturday, and even today is going to be pretty hot and humid, but especially Saturday. But we're watching, there's a lot actually going on. Mid-June, you think the weather pattern is quiet. No. Not in Arkansas. Several things to watch. One, a round of thunderstorms today. And you may remember that complex of thunderstorms if you're watching my Facebook Live that we were tracking in Kansas that we thought would weaken, but would take a little bit longer to weaken. That was last night, Thursday night into Friday morning. That's what happened. They weakened, but it took a little while for them to do that. But they did. But there's a boundary it's going to lay down, and there could be more storms developing, and I'll show you exactly where and the risk with those. And that would be late today. And then another round on Sunday, and I want this to wait until after the big ball game at Dickey-Stephens Park on Sunday afternoon. I'm hoping for that. May get a brief break in the humidity. And if you like going to the beach, there's something you need to watch. Now, I would not cancel plans. I would just keep an eye on the weather, but the modeling has shown this for a while, and now the Hurricane Center is watching for some possible, stressing that word, possible development in the Gulf of Mexico within the next 5 days. In fact, they're putting it as of this Friday morning at a 60% chance. Now, where it goes, it looks like it may go up more towards Texas, but that could change. Let's talk about today, and we'll show you what high resolution. This is the HRRR is showing, but this is the high resolution computer model off of weatherbell.com, and it actually is doing a fairly good job. Let me back this up just a little bit. It has had a tendency to overdo the coverage and intensity, but it's good with the location. But I just want to show you what, I think that this is going, it might be a little too early. This is at 1 o'clock this afternoon. But we'll watch radar. I'm recording this at 10 o'clock in the morning, but you see in this area it has thunderstorms blowing up and right along I-40, and then they move right along an outflow boundary from previous thunderstorms. This is at 2, 3, 4. So you see those move off into Mississippi. And remember, this model has the capability of overdoing the intensity and the coverage, but you see southeast Arkansas and even a few here in central Arkansas possible late this afternoon. You see this is at 6 o'clock. 7, it starts to die out and moves off towards the south. So again, overdoing coverage and intensity, but there's at least that chance, especially over eastern Arkansas. This is according to the high resolution rapid refresh is what this computer model is called. So, you know, a lot of outdoor plans and activities. Remember, when the thunder roars, get indoors. Now, I'm going to start off here with the problem that we ran into yesterday with that one storm that sat over southeastern Drew County. We had some flash flooding that was going on and some trees down from that thunderstorm. But this is the type of thing that can happen in a very localized area. You can get flooding, and they're just southeast of Monticello. The radar estimated 3.1 inches of rain, but in a very small area between Dermot and Monticello. So what are the impacts for severe weather today? In eastern Arkansas, low hail threat. I think if you get severe thunderstorms, the wind threat would be the greatest threat. Of course, lightning, and then there's that flooding threat. Why don't I have tornadoes listed in this? The tornado threat is very low, very, very, very low. I have learned never rule it out. As a matter of fact, there was a funnel cloud in southeast Arkansas yesterday. Of course, it never touched down or anything and became a tornado. Did not happen. You just don't rule it out. But that threat is extremely low. Always have a way to get warnings. This is the slight risk area as designated by the Storm Prediction Center for today. Then we go into the heat. Look at the forecast heat index Saturday afternoon at 5 o'clock. You see these heat index temperatures across much of the state exceeding 100 degrees, and in some spots 105 degrees or higher. Now that's the threshold for a heat advisory, 105 degrees or higher over an extended period of time. I think it has to be at least 1 hour. But it can be awfully close to that. We got lots of humidity. When you look at the forecast dew points Sunday morning, they're well into the 70s, just lots of moisture. And I don't like showing this. They've got I like when the Storm Prediction Center has their categories. I don't pay much attention to the marginal risk because if you look at the way they used to do things, marginal was the way, see text was the way that they described it, because you'd have to read the text associated with the area they had outlined. So it's the same thing. And to me, it's just, thunderstorms that we get here in Arkansas. So I like to start looking at things when it's slight, when it's enhanced, and of course moderate and high. But this is one step below slight. But I would not, this is for Sunday, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this got upgraded to a slight risk for severe weather. That's the reason why I'm showing it. Right now it's very low, but just watch. There's that possibility because we got a front coming into the state. So that front that is coming into the state, I want to go to the College of DuPage. They have a fantastic website. This is the 3 kilometer NAM. Anyway, it shows the thunderstorm development a little different from the HRRR, but there it is in southeast Arkansas this afternoon, and that blows away. Watch what happens tomorrow. It's actually got a complex coming out of Kansas and Missouri. This is Saturday morning, and that dies out just like last night, but a little further east, overdoing the amount of rainfall there. But I doubt that there's hardly anything there. But anyway, there could be another complex late tonight, dive south and weekends, and then it's just hot and humid. Then this is Sunday. Here comes the actual front. It's showing some thunderstorm activity in the early morning, which could influence how things play out in the afternoon. But this is Sunday morning. That dies out. It's showing a lull, and then more thunder. This is as far out as it goes. This is Sunday at 6 p.m. It shows thunderstorms. This is where I think the best chance is going to develop in the afternoon and early evening. Late in the day Sunday, you see thunderstorms developing here, and then they'll push across the state. And then we're going to get a break in the humidity for at least a day. I mean, it's still going to be very warm. It's June. But the humidity level should start to come down a little bit. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can look at dew point temperatures. So this only goes out to 60 hours. Let's see here. Yeah, so you can see the blue here, the light blue, those are lower dew point temperatures in the 40s, these dew points in Kansas. So there's the frontal boundary. It's plain as day right there. This is late Sunday. So you're getting low humidity, lower dew points further north, and then clashing. So we should get a break in the heat and humidity coming up on Monday, at least a brief one. But we'll take whatever we can get. Then after that, like I said, watch the tropics. Thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.